Alright, so, this is going to be my review for Cyborg 009, but keep in mind, I think I just rhymed. Before I go any further with this review, if you're wondering if I'm reviewing the whole series or one of the other following series with Cyborg 009, I'm reviewing actually the comic from Arcana Comics. This was a graphic novel that came out a couple years, I think a year or two back, I think a few years back actually, it was kind of like a comic adaptation of the manga for this. And I got this from my friend, the Mount Vernon Kid, who sent also the first two parts of Legend of Korra Turf Wars. And I'll be going more in-depth with this review eventually on Comic Universe, my other channel, which you guys can, if you haven't already, you can click the link below and subscribe to the channel. Because every subscription helps to make that channel bigger. But I decided, I want to do a review on this on its own, on my own for a bit. I want to do a quick review on this and give my initial thoughts, and then when I hook up with my friend C-Dubs, Craig, my my partner on the channel, we can go more in depth with it. But for right now, let's jump into this. So Cyborg 009, for those who are unaware, is a classic anime / manga from it was like one of the early ones. Like we're talking like Astro Boy early, like Astro Boy, like it came out around that time. And if you're wondering what Cyborg 009 is, it's about these 9 people who were altered and became cyborgs by this guy, by this organization called the Black Ghost, which were this arms-dealing organization who also wanted to control the world. Think of it kind of like if G.I. Joe, but with a little bit of Bionic Man thrown in there. Which is kind of funny because right now there is a crossover out between the Bionic Man and G.I. Joe, which is, I find, really friggin' hysterical. Which I'm really looking forward to read that because my Mount Vernon Kid swore that would be one of the trades he would send me, so I'm really looking forward to reading that. Anywho, getting back to this. So, like I said, this is a comic adaptation of the original storyline. And it's fine. It's a fine book. The artwork I actually really dig in here. I actually really love this is a shining point for me in this story, is that this comic has some really damn good art in here. I really like the anime take on it, but it doesn't feel like it's parroting anime. It doesn't feel to the point where it's like, all right, I get it. It's supposed to be an anime feel. It feels like these character designs for all the cyborgs and whatnot. They all feel like they all feel natural. Like they all feel like anime, but it's not like overboard. Like they're trying to like the artist isn't trying to go overboard and do like a full-on anime manga kind of thing, because there already is a manga for Cyborg 009. Anyway, so the story is pretty much the same. We've got our main character who is Cyborg 009. He went after being kidnapped and forcibly altered by Black Ghost to become a cyborg. He and the other 8 previous cyborgs escape with the help of one of the scientists who helped build him forcibly, and they escape, and Black Ghost is after them. That's the story in a nutshell. Now, since this is called Cyborg 009, and 009 is our main focus, the other characters just get brief mentions here and there, which it's kind of bad. I mean, this is a pretty big graphic novel. But I understand that, yeah, it's supposed to focus on 009, but I wish the other characters got more to do. I wish the other characters had a lot more to do. The only ones who get more are Francois and Jet. Francesca, who is 003, and 002, Jet. Yeah, I think, he's 02, yeah. So 02 and 03 are the only ones who get. The other ones are just like, they're there. And they just kind of provide stuff here and there. We only get brief little mentions of what they can do, and we don't get much of their character, which is kind of sad, because I really dig 009, because it was like one of the first animes to have like a big ensemble superhero team. It was one of the first to really do that and really play with the idea. with this big superhero team. And they usually had episodes, especially in, like, I believe the 90s reboot of the show, where 90s, early 2000s reboot of the show, if you guys probably saw it on Toonami, where it had episodes for all the characters. But I understand you can only do so much with a graphic novel. Senkar, Senkar, who's pretty much Cyborg Cobra Commander in here, is the leader of Black Ghost, and he makes himself into a cyborg, which was really cool. I like how they explain the superpowers and how they play it out, but the problem is that they cram so much into this graphic novel. It's a big graphic novel. It's almost like it's $25 like depending on where you are. It's maybe if you're in Canada, maybe $30. But they pack so much in here, and a lot of the action sequences really feel just real quick. Like when they introduce 010, negative and positive, which are these speedsters who can't touch each other. They're twin brothers. They also have another one who's made of nanobots, and every one of these cyborgs that are thrown at them are instantly defeated. Like, it's just real quick fights. Like, the longest is 2 pages long. Other ones are just like little panels here and there. Which is, the final battle between Black Ghost and the cyborgs. That's really just glossed over. That's really glossed over, and I'm like, yeah, this is, and it's more of the focus is on the dialogue, which some of the times feels really jilted, and just feels like it doesn't feel right. At some of the points, like some of it just sounds like bad fanfiction writing. But yeah, I know this is I don't look at a GIF horse and the mouse, but I was like, man, these fights are just really. I mean, the artwork this is very nice artwork. But the story itself is just really lightning fast. Like, they were trying to do the first, I feel like they were trying to do an entire season of the show in one book. Which I'm like, you shouldn't do that. Like, if anything, you should have focused on, them if you wanted to do this, because this is a very open-shut book, and there's still, other stuff like Foundation X, which is also from the anime. You've also got a few other things like the remnants of Black Ghost and other cyborgs we didn't get to see that were made by the Black Ghost. But yeah, this feels like it actually, you know what? It's kind of funny. It actually feels like an unused movie script that no one wanted and they made into a comic. That's what it really feels like. Somewhat like if you want to do a Cyborg 009 movie, just take bits and pieces from this. Or actually just adapt, better yet, adapt the whole graphic novel, because this is what it feels like, a whole movie script that no one wanted to do. But yeah, the action sequences are not so, and I understand that, action doesn't automatically make a good story, but the anime itself and the manga were heavily inspired by anime. Were heavy action-oriented, so when these action sequences just feel kind of like, just 2 pages, really? Or just one big splash page of panels? Alright. But anyway. All in all, I would recommend this if you are a major fan of Cyborg 009. If you are like a casual or just want to get into it, I would say read the original manga or check out the original anime or the late 90s, early 2000s reboot. Again, you probably saw it as a kid growing up on Toonami. They played it for a little bit on Toonami. So yeah, I would only recommend this for like the major fans like myself of Cyborg 009. If you're not, then I would say this is a pass. So anyway, you guys tell me in the comments below. What do you guys think of Cyborg? What did you guys think of this? If you've read it, did you guys like it, hate it? And did you ever watch Cyborg 009 at any point? Did you watch the original, or did you read the manga, or did you read the reboot of it, or watch the reboot? Excuse me. Just comment below, let me know. And also, once again, I'd like to thank Chris, Mountain Vernon Kid, for sending me this. And yeah, once again, I hope you all enjoyed this, and I will see you guys later.